Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Andrea, and I see we have a couple of people new this time around. I want to welcome everyone, whether you're new or a returning wonder. And yeah, so I'm kind of already in a subdued mood here. I took some extra time to get ready this month. Usually I come in pretty active. And please tell us where you are joining us from in the chat, if you don't mind. And if it's your first time, that's extra special too. But also, if you've been here 100 times, that's kind of cool too, right? Yeah. Liliana. Oh, yes. Hello there. I've thought about you over these months and your husband. Yes. Yes. I see some familiar names there. All right, so I guess I better perk up and get with the program here. I'm in Michigan too, RB 55717. And I want to I guess, start out by saying we do this every month, and we've had some special events lately. I hope you've caught them. We had a 7-day series called Rising Resonance. And I've heard some really amazing feedback of people joining that, even after the fact, and going back through those videos and really noticing some amazing healing and, I'll say, advancement on their path. So you might check that out. And then we did a 3-day series called Get Over It. And I haven't received any more instructions, to do another series yet, but I feel like there'll be something in December. It may just be a one-off, I don't know, but I'll let you know when I find out more about that. This is a time where we come together in a unified field of energy, unified consciousness, where we open up to our feelings, our senses, and use your discernment as always. You're a sovereign soul, and that's a big part of the message here at Mainstream Reiki and with the Emissaries of Light, with whom I work, and am a part of that group as well. You'll see before me a grid, and this grid is a little different looking, and it's evolved over the years. And so you'll notice this grid has a mirror base. There is a decagon shape there, and then all of these crystals, right? And the crystals don't match. And that's kind of interesting because a lot of the grids that you might be familiar with, and even in my Reiki Masterclass, I teach a world peace grid and all the crystals match, and Andrea likes that because I'm very, even Steven, I like things to be, it's actually too matchy, I get really practical about things. So this was really different, but I did it this way because the Emissaries of Light guided me to put it together. And I didn't even know why all of these crystals didn't match. And so I had a little personal issue about that because they didn't match. And I thought, who does that? Well, recently I got some more information about that. And I have written an article about it, and I shared it in my Mainstream Reiki community with my members there. And just as we started this live stream, I'm just deciding right now as I'm talking to you, I'll publish that article and we'll put it on the blog for you to access it. Because I don't think that I don't think we have the article on the blog. Maybe we do. I don't know. But anyway, we'll make sure the updated version is there. And just in a nutshell, this grid here utilizes this high frequency healing energy, sovereign energy. It's energy from source. And a lot of people know the word Reiki, right? And I'm a Reiki teacher. I teach live and online and then selectively in person, and I'll come out with some more dates soon. I'm just getting things, decided. But the dates will be next year, and we'll see where we go and what we teach. But anyway, Reiki is energy from source. What is source? When I say source, that means the origin of all things. Okay. And we co-create with source as humans on earth. And what I would say is the emissaries of light are very much, they're the stewards of this grid. This grid helps deliver healing energy, supportive energy, and the energy of evolvement. And what does that even mean? Because I've never said those words before. The energy of evolvement is wisdom that you are ready to receive and integrate for your own advancement as a soul on earth at this time. And so they run the grid. You can put your name in the chat if you want to, and request that you receive. There's a mirror base, which is also different, and that is part of the construction as guided. So if you wish to be in the grid, if you have not put your names in yet, and I say names because you can always put your family, friends, animals, whatever you want in the grid. If you comment that, you're in the grid. I go back through all the comments after. I'm not going to say you're in the grid to everybody because I just don't have time to do that. But if you put it in there, you are in here and you will receive. There's nothing else special you need to do. We'll get to our meditation and energy healing in just a moment. I brought up the different crystals. I want to tell you about that really quickly because that is new information for you. The different crystals, as you may be aware of, this grid represents humanity and our human and higher consciousness working together. So as on earth, as above, so below, all right? These crystals actually represent mankind. And people around the planet don't match. Isn't that interesting? That's why these crystals don't match. Humans come in all shapes and sizes and regions of the world, just like these crystals do. Each crystal has a different frequency, a different focus, right? That's based on their structure, their makeup, their geometry. And that's like what people are, right? And so people don't need to be all the same. People don't need to look alike. People don't need to have the same focus in their life. We're here to be individuals, and that is our strength. Being unique in this time of evolution on the planet, yes, all of us share that. But across borders, across waters, we all come together. We're all on the planet. And let us celebrate our differences. And let our differences bring us together so that we can learn from each other and grow from each other and stop requiring other people to agree with what we believe and who we are and how we look and how we feel and how we speak and etc. and etc. That's why the crystals are different across the grid. So I did just learn that recently, and so I did want to share that with you. All right. Our event now, it'll go in total about an hour. And we'll begin with an energy healing. And this energy healing will, this energy healing will encompass words and energy. um, delivered to you for your highest good. Yes. And this is about healing, and this is about meeting you where you are. And this will be followed with questions and answers for as long as we have left in the hour. Sometimes the emissaries of light go on for some time. I also want to invite you to look for other avenues of your healing. And what I mean by this is we have many people here that join us that are attuned to Reiki energy or perhaps another form of energy healing that they practice, and all are beautiful. Many of us get caught up, however, in trying to do it all ourselves. And yes, two things about that. You are never alone on your journey, so I must say that. But there are other steps that you might take. So perhaps reach out to another practitioner and receive what they have to offer. Because when you step out of the role of healer for yourself, new potential and new possibilities do open for you. And so that is one reason humans are in community. Yes. And if you need help finding a Reiki practitioner, there is a list on my site, and we call them featured practitioners because they are known to me, and I would go to any one of them. And that's a pretty high bar that I set for that. And so I do recommend them if you are in need of a practitioner. And you can read more about that. There's a link now in the chat for you. You can find out more. It's a very small group at this point, open to others, but for now it's very small. Yes. And now we will commence our gathering here. And other videos on the channel do have my hands up as I transmit. And in these events, I'm moving toward not doing that. It allows me to focus more on the message and the energy coming through. Sometimes I close my eyes. Most of the time I do. And I'm experimenting with that. Some people ask why I close my eyes when I channel, and quite frankly, it's really just to limit distractions. And that's all. It helps me be clearer when I have less to focus on. And there's so much wonderfulness with my eyes open to focus on. So that's all that is. And I am conscious. I'm a conscious channel. Yes. And I remember much of what I say, but I probably couldn't pass a test on the content right after. All right. I feel as though I have done a good thing to get some of you up to speed a little bit and welcome you here. And it is good to be together. I would invite you now to sit back and relax. And your eyes may be open or closed. You don't have to look at the screen in order to receive. And we're now creating a unified field, you and I. Even if you're watching this replay and you're not live with us, the energy is meeting you directly and in real time for exactly where you are and exactly for what you need in resonance for your highest good. All is offered through invitation and agreement, and your higher self is perhaps leading the way for you, as it usually does. And so, nothing you have to do. You are invited to take in a deep breath and feel the breath move into your body and out again. You have a miracle in your body with each heartbeat. You are reminded of how your life unfolds, how you are supported in every moment without you needing to tell your heart when to beat, when to speed up and when to slow down. Your heart has an intelligence. And we speak about this in the physical, how it beats, how often, etc. But there is greater intelligence, greater wisdom that you do have that you perhaps are unaware of, or perhaps are not fully aware of, we would say. And so beyond a physical intelligence, you have a spiritual intelligence, and you have emotional intelligence. Some of you have an energetic intelligence as well, and you are getting to know yourselves through your energy and through your coordination with others. And what we mean by this is that you coordinate with others when you speak to them, when you listen to them, when you formulate what you will communicate back. And in this way, you are negotiating. And if you are aware of this, you can learn much about yourself. It is just that most people do not tune in with their awareness to observe themselves. And this is what we are here to invite you to do at this time, at this event, is become more aware of yourself, eyes wide open, heart wide open, and without judgment, because judgment is simply something that keeps you held back in your evolution. And so set the judgment aside. There is no need to judge yourself. You are simply discerning and feeling your way to a different way of being, a different way of coordinating with others, communicating with others through, through your feeling senses and through your observations, you see. When you are aware, you can see not only what you say and how you say it, you can feel how it is received by the other. There is an immense amount of information that you can gain when you are aware. When you say something to your partner or to a friend or to someone you are in a relationship with, when you say something, hear yourself and ask yourself, perhaps, why did you say it the way you did? What emotion was behind this? Delve deeper, pull the thread, investigate your motives. Learn who you are. And in this way, you ascend because you are not sleepwalking. Oftentimes, people put the emphasis on decoding the behavior of others. And at the same time, they are blind to decoding the behavior within themselves. Our call to you is to investigate yourselves. It is a worthy focus, you see, because when you do this, you get to the heart of it, because you are the lens through which you see and feel the communications of others, your judgments of others. And so, if you really want to heal the world, you will heal yourself. If you really want others to change in your life, you will heal yourself. You will investigate yourself, because when you do this, you can see not only yourself more clearly, but you can see others more clearly as well. The answers are not in fixing the outside. The answers are loving the inside. That is you. And so when you can investigate yourself and when you can love yourself, the world will change. The world will change naturally Because as more people follow this invitation to what we are inviting you to, as more people do this, they create from that place of resonance and coherence with the heart that is driving your energy field, your magnetic field, your heart that drives the body, mind, and spirit while you are in human form and while you are not. You have a heart then as well. Yes. But you are the key to everything that you wish to see in the world. You are the key to all you wish others to be in this world. For when you become what you wish them to be, you are an example. And that example is encoded in your vibration. So every word that you say, every look that you give, everything that you create with your hands and heart and head is imbued by that vibration. And in this way, it becomes inescapable because you are broadcasting from this very high place of knowing and understanding, of wisdom and love. And what bothered you before in all of the other people no longer shall bother you. You will be immune to that. And is that not joy? Is that not enlightenment? Is that not what you seek, is the peace within yourself? So go within and investigate yourself and strengthen your awareness. And in this way, you become the gateway for change upon this planet, what many of you yearn for. And it is through that pathway within yourself. And now we invite you to place your hands upon your body, wherever it is that you wish to place them. Perhaps it is an area of discontent. It is perhaps an area of pain. Perhaps it is simply your heart center. Always a winning choice, we will say. And so place your hands and know that we place our hands within your hands. Feel the vibration, feel the light, empowering your hands, the natural healer that you are. And if you are attuned to other frequencies of energy that you are familiar with, by any name at all, you may activate that if you have not already, simply through your intention. That is all it takes. And you and I and us and we heal you now, offer you now the highest frequencies of energy, encoded from source, attuned to who you are in this moment, and opening the possibilities for you to collaborate with the blueprint of your soul constructed before your birth, that you have been living from since your first breath that you took in this body. Yes, let us activate the higher blueprint for you. And you may see a blue light descending down, and you are invited to open the crown of your head and allow this blue light to enter in the crown of your head and shine through with its rays of healing, of knowing, of wisdom, and of invitation for your frequency to match its frequency, the frequency that you encoded before your birth into this body. Remember, remember who you are. At the highest of levels, reconnect yourself with your intentions, with your motivations, and with the knowledge of your whole self. And accept in this moment all that is possible for you so that you may integrate more of who you are, more of your higher self, your higher levels of consciousness, your spirit light. It is time to power up. It is time to call upon your higher levels of wisdom, your higher knowing. You are asking for nothing outside of what is already yourself, you see. And therefore it is yours. No obstacle stands in your way other than what you are ready for. And this is not a decision of the thinking mind. This is a decision at your soul level, in congruence with all that you are, have been, and forever shall be, the eternal self. And we stand around you in a circle, and we beam our healing energy to you, our wisdom, our love, our acceptance, whatever you wish to fill in the blank with. It emanates from Source. And so it is light and only light. And it may be any color, it may be of any sort of help that you need. That is not important to us. For you choose through your discernment. And again, this is at a very deep level. You are invited, of course, to use your thinking mind and ask for help with whatever it is that you seek. But please know that there are higher parts of you who know more of your story, past, present, and future, if you wish to look at it in this way. And the totality of who you are shall help you integrate what you are ready for in congruence with your highest good. This may be unknown to your thinking mind, but again, it comes from you, through you, to you. And so, there is no fear here. It is you in coherence with you, refueling on your journey here on earth, replenishing all levels. We continue to beam our heart light to you. And we tell you, you are not alone in this moment or any moment. And we extend the invitation to you, as we have in the past, that you may call upon us, emissaries of light, and we shall accompany you on your journey. For those of you who do not know who your personal guides are, allow us to bridge the gap, so to speak. Allow us to step in until you learn more of who you are through your education, your learning, your feeling, and your awareness, gaining by your investigation, as we spoke of earlier. And so the emissaries of light shall join you whenever it is that you invite us, and we will guide you, and we will help you reconnect with the higher state of who you are that is a constant, is eternal, and knowing exactly who you are, who you've been, and who you came here to express as. It is not ever who you are in totality on the planet, because that is a condition of your incarnation. But your resource is full and in wholeness and in totality. The resources of your soul energy, your spirit, at the highest levels has access to resources beyond what you can know in your current form. Trust yourself beyond all else. Trust your connection to this light. Some of you will doubt this. How can it be this easy? And we will say it is. It is this easy because if it were difficult, it would exclude some humans on your world. Nothing is excluded. Knowing yourself as the light that you are, have been, and forever shall be is the right of every human, past, present, and future. No one is left out of this. That is why this is easy, you see. It can be no other way. All are equal in this. And it is no other way than that. In the same way that love is for all people, compassion is for all people, the light is all people. And when you cannot see that, when you cannot feel that, and when you are out of sorts, we invite you to go within yourself and seek refuge in what you do know, the extent that you are the light, the fact that we are present with you at your request. Your power is enormous. And there is a saying, with power comes great responsibility. And we would say that there is truth in this, because the question becomes, who are you deciding to be as your expression in this world at this time? As your awareness grows, for some the sense of responsibility shall grow. You have come here with purpose, and it is no accident that you are inhabiting the world at this time, and that you have gathered here with us in this moment. Whether you are here for this first transmission or you watch it at another time, you are here with us. Hear these words, know the truth of that, feel the energy around and within you. We are present with you now. You are never forsaken, you are never forgotten, you are never alone. You are powerful beyond measure, and you are supported beyond measure. You are held in our arms, you are cradled with love, you are seen with compassion that you cannot fathom. You are precious. And through your work with us, you shall know that each human has preciousness. Each life is precious. Regardless of the behavior that you witness, all are precious. And if this goes counter to how you feel, how you see, and what you know at the current time, go within yourself. Investigate yourself. Become aware of yourself. And make this your mission. Because when you succeed, you will know all. All brothers, all sisters, past, present, and future, are precious and light as you. We will meet with them, we will meet with you. It matters not. There is no you, there is no them, there is no us. We are one. We are together. We are in wholeness. And we invite you to remember. You may intend to keep this energy with you for as long as it is in your highest good. And when you feel ready, you may bring your awareness to your body and your eyes, open them and return. And I would invite you to um, let us know in the feedback or in the chat any feedback you have. Oh, thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Yes. Yeah, it's always interesting from my perspective because it certainly picks up steam as we go, doesn't it? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. You know, I feel as though we help each other here. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm expanding. And yes, and part of that is because you're here. And I thank you for that. Absolutely, because it's in partnership that we are growing and evolving in the ways that are in resonance with ourselves, which I find that interesting because um, I feel as though this energy is, um, yeah, it's tough because there's a word, attenuate, and that's what the emissaries say a lot. But if you look up attenuate, their definition doesn't match what you see online, or I mean, in dictionary or whatever. And attenuate, to dial in, to isolate with full power, but exactly what you need, like attenuate, like take a wide beam and make it really narrow, like laser. And that's what you're offered every time you engage with them. All right. Now, I think if you look up the definition of attenuate, it has to do with as you dial it in, the signal gets weaker. And that's where the definition splits off. That's not true from their perspective, but that's the word that they use with that caveat, which I find it very interesting. So I like that. Um, I like that visual of a wide beam really narrowing down, but being super concentrated. That's how I interpret and see their energy and how it meets with you all each and every time. So please replay these, because they're made to be living recordings. Like they are with you every time that you intend to be with them through these things. And is there more for me to say on that? It's like, oh, there's always more to say. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, somebody's saying my audio's coming and going. Anybody else having trouble with that? I sure hope not. I sure hope not. That'd be a big bummer. Big bummer. Oh, that's funny. Oh, good, Sylvia. Thank you. Audio's fine here. Goosebumps, that was amazing, Andrew. Thank you. And Emissaries of Light. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody else is saying spotty audio. Oh, no. No, no. I don't know what that's about. Well, uh-oh, somebody else. Somebody else says it's good. I don't know what to say about that. I'll bring my microphone closer. Something else. Something else actually interesting. Good. Okay, sorry. It's my Andrea self trying to make sure everything's working. Yeah, so something else that came through recently, just kind of on my own time. I will I will I will share here with you. Yeah. And that is what the information I got the other day was that the emissaries of light are helping us strengthen our physical bodies of receiving light. And so that's what these repeated events are doing. They're helping us strengthen our energetic resilience so that we can carry more charge, we can carry more energy. And that's in preparation as we begin to embody more of who we truly are. So that's another benefit of tuning in over and over, is it's kind of like building the resilience of your body, the strength of your body, your circuitry for carrying energy. It is helping you build that, like you would, like lifting weights, and your muscle gets bigger and then you can carry more. That's one of the things that we're working on. And, I just recently found that out. Okay, I guess I could shift over to questions now. I think we had a question, right? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Or maybe not. Any advice for preparing for 11/11/25? To me, that's like any other day. Is it something different? Yeah. Somebody want to tell me what it is, 11/11? One of those gate things or something? I'm so out of the loop with that stuff, let me tell you. Yeah. So 11/11, is it one of the gate things, a portal or something like that? Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. So I'll just say what's coming through, and that is that, yeah. Is this me or is this them? I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'll just totally go to them because I have my own thoughts about it. All right. 11/11. She is right that it is any other day, really. But what we will tell you is, for some people, you find significance in dates that are numerically unique, or are labeled a certain way, such as a portal or a gateway and things like this. And while it is perhaps any other day, when you recognize a day here or there to be something significant, it allows you to use your intention in ways that are more manifestation related. And so it is a way for you to engage with the energy in a way that you can feel and know and touch and experience. And that helps you on your journey. So the magic is not in the portal, the magic is not in the gateway. The magic, so to speak, is in your relationship to what you understand it to be. And that was it. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Yes. Any other questions that we might have? Mm. Is there any advice for my son who's 20 and just finished chemo, trying to recover now? What a journey you have been on as the mother of this one. Yes. Often overlooked is the devastating emotions and the ups and downs of the caregivers. So the advice here is for you to take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. For he is a teacher, a great teacher. Most certainly. And you have learned a lot, but it is also time for you to go within, as was invited earlier. Go within. He is young. He is resilient. And his body works in ways that yours does not. And we invite you to infuse that statement with energy of love and hope and knowing. And also, we invite you to lessen any grip that you may have on any outcome and any milestone and anything that you would measure. Enjoy each day. Find the light and enjoy the journey. And it is not out of warning that we tell you this. It is simply about letting go of what needs to be. And in this freedom, there is less tension. Less tension for you, less tension for him. And in less tension, more healing is possible. Yes. If you are one who prays, then pray. If you are one that lays hands, lay hands. Whatever it is that you turn to, do that. It gives you strength and hope and faith, or any number of things. Do that. Yes. Allow him to be sovereign and allow yourself to be sovereign. You walk a journey together that is beautiful. Invite rest, invite peace, and invite life. Your time as a human in these bodies and in this relationship is precious. And we hope that you enjoy it, even given the challenges that you have had and that you will have with this or any number of things in life. And if you wish to volunteer him for the grid, if you have not already, yes, we shall meet with him in accordance with his own will, his own higher self. We are there at his invitation and at yours as well. right. I hope that's helpful. I know it's very difficult when we have people in our lives that have certain conditions or challenges in life. So I hope that's helpful. What happens to the Reiki from videos when the practitioner passes? Oh, wow, what a weird question. Very cool. I don't know. Um, yeah. So that's funny. Okay. Um, so the answer, all right. So I'll just go to them again. Okay. I'm going to go to them, but I'm going to have my eyes open. Remember, we're all learning here. We're all growing and expanding. I'll push myself this way, but I got to look out my window though. Yeah. It all depends on the practitioner who recorded the video. Their intention lives on as long as they agree to it. Because any human has their own intention, and as long as they agree to keep that intention, not change their intention, then the intention stands. It is energy, after all. So after the physical body is no longer present on the earth, what is different? The energy remains. They are simply in a different form. And one would say they could empower the videos even more with their passing if they wanted to. Yes, all is possible with energy, but we will say it simply depends on the practitioner who recorded the video. We will also say, however, that the viewer has a large say in this, because if the viewer tunes into the video knowing that the person has passed, their beliefs and their limitations and their understanding or their intentions could get in the way. So while the energy could be there, the viewer may not feel right that they are, what does right mean? May not feel in alignment or may have some sort of a belief that besmirches their ability, their connection, so to speak, to receive from the video. So you see, the viewer is inherent in the passing of energy. Uh, yes. And so we will say that they are part of the equation and it is not to be overlooked. Their intention to receive also is instrumental, because if they view the video but they do not intend to receive, and that is regardless if the practitioner is alive or past, their intention is as key as the practitioner's intention is. I'm stumbling now, but yes, the intention of the practitioner and the intention of the viewer are equally as important. There. Oh, it was. I see you. What you said, was it a weird question? I'm going to get a complex. Oh, I know, and you did a smiley face, which I'm really glad, because I just thought that was a weird question. I mean, it's like I've never heard that before. I don't know that I've ever thought about that, but I thought that was cool, actually. Hi, Cassie. Cassie's a featured practitioner. Yes, I talked about that earlier on. Yeah, so lovely to see you here. Yeah. Do we have another question? Yes. Oh, yeah, where are we on time? Can I use traditional therapy in conjunction with Reiki for sovereignty? And can Reiki help with codependency? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a weird answer, but I'm going to tell you this. Reiki can help with anything. That's why it's Reiki. That's kind of like the definition of Reiki. Because why? Because Reiki is, by definition, so at its purest, most stripped away definition, what the kernel, what the truth of Reiki is it is universally or spiritually guided. So think source energy, source guided life force energy. And it is the energy that has the wisdom that discerns what you need at any given time when you're receiving Reiki. It isn't the mind of the practitioner, although that can get in the way. It isn't the mind of the receiver, but that can get in the way as well. The source energy, the Reiki energy itself, God knows what you need. And because of its very nature, it can deliver that. Okay. So it works physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And so that means it can heal anything. So codependency, it doesn't matter what you put in that question, it can help. The thing is, it may help in different ways, you know, so uh, it could be your mind just shifts and your perspective shifts, and so what you thought was a problem isn't really a problem anymore. It doesn't bother you. It could be that a physical thing is healed. It could be that oh gosh, I don't know. It could be that you're just not triggered by that anymore. That's kind of the same thing I said a moment ago. But my point here is that I often get questions about, can Reiki heal this? Can Reiki heal that? And the thing is, yes, Reiki can heal all of that. There's no limit to that. But what are you ready for? Because it is possible and I don't mean this to you exactly, you know, who asked this question. This is for everybody, really. Um, if you had zero problems, how would life be like? Or what would life be like for you? There are some people who actually have a fear of not having any problems. And that's something maybe to heal, right? If that's a problem. But isn't that amazing to think about? Because humans form bonds over common suffering or common issues, you know, support groups and things like that, right? So, and they form bonds about other things, like things they like to do too, right? So, what the point here is that we're humans and we tend to think that healing means all kinds of things. I mean, we're not going to live forever and ever, you know? So life happens, right? I don't know, I kind of was all over the place on that, but hopefully it made some kind of sense. The first part of your question, traditional therapy in conjunction with Reiki for sovereignty. Um, yeah, I think anything's worth a try, you know. The main thing is to find a good therapist that resonates with you. Um, but yeah, I think all modalities can be helpful. Um, yeah, for sure. We have a couple, I hope that's helpful. We have a couple minutes left. We can maybe do one more question. Oh, hi, Nancy. How often do you send healing through the grid? Oh, this is an interesting question because I actually don't do very much with the grid. I do the human part. And this is going to sound weird, but this is what the Emissaries of Light have instructed me to do. I show you the grid, I talk about the grid, I construct the grid, I work with the grid a little bit. Okay. I go through the comments and I read all the comments to see who is in the grid. I do that, right? And that's about where it ends because the Emissaries of Light, they are the stewards of the grid. Isn't that interesting? Because my other grid, I was charging it regularly and working with it regularly. And so this one I do a little bit, but nothing like no structure. It's just if I'm called to, I will pay attention to it and I will work with it. But it's really a hands-off thing for me. They told me that I've done enough with the grids. All these years, I've done enough with the grids, and that my role is to do the human part, which is to make it available, to construct it, you know, that kind of thing, and to offer it to you. That's my role, and that's what I do. And I've listened to the guidance as far as how to construct it and that kind of thing. But as far as managing the grid, working with the people in the grid, they do it all. And I kind of feel like that's the best approach because it's really their grid. It's not really my grid. Isn't that interesting? Interesting. I don't know. I think so. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, so it is at the hour. Yeah, there's a link in the chat too for the newsletter. I send out newsletters, and there's some messages from the Emissaries of Light, and yeah, past past messages from them. Some of them are in the blog at mainstreamreiki.com. Yeah, lots going on, everyone. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I'm teaching classes. My November class is full. My November 1 and 2 is full, but the January one has some seats open. And so if you want to learn Reiki with me, I invite you to, because I feel as though there's so much in those classes, and so many of you are called to do more, and Reiki helps you do that. And it's a gateway to know yourself, which I feel is really interesting with their message that was for today about investigating yourself and going within yourself and getting to know yourself and healing yourself. That's what it's all about. And Reiki can really help support you in doing that. Yeah. And so the classes are live and online through Zoom. We practice together. You can ask questions, because I only take 12 students in my classes. So you're not going to come on and find that, you're in a group of 20, 30, 40 people. It's just not like that. Yeah. So join us. And some in-person things will be coming next year, but I just haven't nailed down the details with that. So when I do, I'll let you know. And don't forget, channeling your divine self. We're starting that class. Emissaries of Light are teaching that class. It's 6 weeks. It starts in January. So there's time for you to register. Yes. With that being said, everyone, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I don't know what's next, but that's okay. We're in it together. Thanks for being here, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.